joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Bringing it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the Tulane Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the ball first. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint.
Try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to
find the sticks here on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Everett. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down.
He's going to fire deep. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. He wants to throw it again. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Tulane with an opportunity on first and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Pollard. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. So Illinois' offense will have its first possession of the game. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out. And it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy. Because I'm not going after him, Paul.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. So if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete.
Yeah, and you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Dropping back, it's Thorne. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Pressure coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Tulane comes to the line needing less than a yard on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab inside the 30. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Green Wave. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Arizona State dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite quarterbacks from Jake Plummer to Brock Osweiler, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They're working that left side. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. This time they'll go to the running game. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Gets it to him on the screen. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Thorne. Here's the pressure. Fires downfield. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. What a good job by the defense to force that play outside.
And it's tough when you're a defense and you like to play fast and aggressive. Those counter plays are usually something that's good to run at them. But if you can be smart and stay sound and stay home and understand when people start pulling your direction, forget the fakes the other way, you can stay home, be productive, get big plays like this for the defense.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Going for the big play. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Tulane. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Give to the running back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. Illinois right back to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Very high on every defensive coordinator's list, making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Looking downfield, it's Thorne. Under fire. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And they'll blow it dead just across midfield around the 45. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Makes the catch. It's Miles. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Turning it on. He's at the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The give on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When it got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Dropping back, it's Thorne. Under fire. Trying to get rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. It's good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave. Yeah,
and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. Great place to start for this offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Everett. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Bringing it back. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, the running back has it. That big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Thorne. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Illinois now facing 3rd and forever. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Pocket breaking down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Touchdown, Tulane! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the...
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Thorne. just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Makes a move. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too, before this defense gets to go in at halftime and potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
The give. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Toss to the outside. They roll the dice with a run in the red zone, and time's going to run out on him here in the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Illinois trying to move the chains on 3rd and inches. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Hubbard. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. Touchdown, Green Wave! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pump up, and this guy got a lot of that pump, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams, you can see the speed, you can see the wheels, and you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Illinois offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them. And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defense.
Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the 3rd. Let's go! Let's go! They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Hubbard. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
How about the speed and athleticism in the back end of this defense? They came after the tight end with conviction, and they land a huge hit to prevent him from getting the first.
Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it downfield. He's got it on the right. Wide open spaces. The 20. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field. Treat him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. The home team is within striking distance, but time is not on their side. Time to see if they can solve this riddle. The Red Hawks have methodically built this advantage, and I wonder if an interception from one of the stars in that secondary might not seal the deal. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisiana Tech. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he'll bring it back. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. Rumbles up to the 27 before going out of bounds, and the running game gets it done there.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Handoff from the gun. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got them backed up. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. They'll go to the ground. That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Tulane right back to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this.
Oh, he's got some space. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Tulane.
Offensive line give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Reads it, fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Give to the back. Pass to sticks and still on his feet. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Turning it on. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer. Tulane right back to the line.
And after giving up the long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The snap sets up the throw. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill.
Touchdown, Green Wave! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Green Wave. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Slithers into space. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Tulane right back to the line.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Tootin. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play. 2nd and long from the 11. Wants to go up top. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
Encroachment defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. They'll take the help from the penalty, but it's still 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Breaks into the open. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He's loose down the left side. Inside the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, it looks like they're going to start this season 4-0. And you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Tennessee managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. And they'll be singing from the top of Rocky Top after this one, no matter the final score. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Tulane! And they turn it into a defensive score. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
And how about this defense, man? They just keep making plays. Another forced turnover and another touchdown. Man, they don't just scoop these fumbles up. They're scooping them up with the intent to score. Their 2nd fumble return for a touchdown today.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the returner will be brought down.
That's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff.
There he goes. He has the first and still on his feet. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay in nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a fourth down.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice game. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. And thank goodness for those new age throwing techniques. It takes wear and tear off your arm because it ought to be tired by now over 450.
This guy can throw from all the different arm slots and arm angles he wants, Reese, but the end result is always the same. Completions and touchdowns. This dude's a machine.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll stop him just outside the 30 at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and now they have a decision to make. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a